welcome back to Restoration with Kelly, and I'm here with Honorable Bahomia, popularly known as Ken Zig. Am I correct? Yes. So, Honorable, yes, all of us want to be inspired by you, as we are listening to you. Some people already passing their comments. They are shocked. You were the high type in high school. Can you tell us about your childhood life, your wins and your lose? What are the tough times or the interesting times?
Alright. So in childhood, there is not much to talk about because most of the times when we come to that part of our life, we had no idea what is going on because our parents are going through the hard and then the highs for us. So we think all is smooth. But I wasn't born on a silver platter. So I'm not that type. I'm not the rich type. Those that you were born and then everything was already there, You go to church, you had to be in your ride and all. No. I was there. Pick the Uber, pick the taxi type. Understand? Everywhere we go, that's what happened. So it wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy. I hope you can just imagine what I mean. I don't want to go straight forward with things, but I'm not from a rich background. So from a very, very humbled and poor background, So you can imagine being here. Being here means you have to. You don't have to even give up. Because at the end of the day, the whole family is on you. So that is how it was like. Life in SHS, I would say, wasn't that sleepy, or it wasn't that glorious time, not at all. In SHS, just like we all know, that is where we start these things. But we even know some of us start certain things before SHS. We just went to SHS to continue.
Certain things like what?
Certain things, Mr. Moore, you want to know, right?
Yeah, you should go. You should tell us the facts.
So we understand. Most people even go to SHS. That's where they even begin their dating, those kind of lifestyle. But just like I said, some will begin before we went there.
Of course.
So
we started before.
We were perfect in it before we went there.
Oh, yes.
So that's just by the way. So in SHS, just like I was saying, it was all about the yo-yo time. Party here, party there. We have to be there. There is no party without me. When people know me, those are young, I went to SHS. They know me very well. But there is something we learned. That is after SHS. So I'm happy you asked after SHS the challenge. Yes. In SHS, because you ask for fees and you get, you can even save some, and that is what we use for our yo-yo, for our dressing. There is no, So if you check my pictures, I tell us my number, I can tell you. When you check my pictures, when I post my thing, you can see back in SHS, the Jordans, I'm there, the Timberland, I'm there. You see.
The Kamikaze and the Zanders.
We were buying those things. Yes. But now you can see you only have like two and then they are okay. So that is, we only got to know this life, how it is after SHS, some of us. We got to know that, Charlie, I don't know if your parents are buying something for you at 100 cedis, there's a lot going into it. At first we thought, Charlie, when you give me money, it's my own money. So even I talk about organizing events. It was out of the money I saved, right? And then my friends, we combine and we do that. But after that, we didn't know what the world is bigger than just being a citizen. So that money, that process we had, we didn't really use it for anything. But it was when everybody was going for work, to work, and people teaching, take up to this kind of thing. Yeah. That I tried one. I said, hey, Charlie,
nothing.
Like seriously. How can you, okay, me, I was even an administrator. Administrator as in, but the work I do was, it seems I was in charge of the books rather. The school had textbooks that we sell, so I was in charge of it. At the end of the month, 1.5. Before they even pay you, it has taught me a lot. It has taught me a lot. At least Scarlett has taught me how to behave where you are. So now I know if I'm home, this is how I behave. If I'm in college, this is how I behave. So I'm in college, just like I always say that being in college will teach you how to be a leader.
Yes.
And how do you become a good leader? Is to know how to behave. That is it.
Okay.
There was, before you come in, there was a teacher here who once said that, he said being a leader is knowing how to pretend.
Yes.
So that is it.
Okay, so how are you able to combine all this fun with academics? Because before you could come to college, you need to meet some standards or academic standards. And if you were having all the fun, all the parties, how are you combining them with studies? Is it all the friends that really made you with the fun and everything?
I like this question. You know, the friends I had, we call them Zaps. Zaps.
What's the name of the Zaps?
Zaps. Z is for signal. So you could see I'm
the rest are joining.
And then he's now called Inhaler though, but at first, yeah, I don't want to make. Okay, he was called abortion. Then we have the bash. You know the funny thing, bash is for money. You know for money. No, for money at SB.
Okay.
He was in the same class. He's the bash. Then we have S. Who's the S? I've forgotten that. Sasses. Yeah, Sasses. He's an artist now. Yeah. You know the funny thing, all of us now are in a tertiary. So ours wasn't that we don't learn. No, the learning was key. It was very key. Could you believe that when we had geography Monday? Oh, like seriously, Saturday we were at Saginachi. You see, somebody might see us and follow us and go and feel. We had planned, learn, and use challenge. So our learning was key to us. It was key. We been night for that. So sometimes you don't even see us. We leave our campus. When we were in Form 3, there was a time we were staying in campus. We leave campus, go somewhere else. Just the preparatory schools around us. Been night. And then come, and then the yo-yo, we are there. The parties, we are there. The entertainment, we are there. So that is how we were able to pass through this. Aside that, we are the type that pressure as in people, somebody will say.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Let's take a second break and then come back. Welcome back, and I'm your host, Kris Kelly, and I'm here with Honorable Baumia, or big name. Honorable, welcome back.
Thank you.
Honorable, what has been your challenges as a prefect? Because right now we know you're the organizer for Mount Marriage College of Education, SRC. And what have been your challenges, and what have been challenges with other prefects and students, and your wins as well?
Oh, okay. So the challenges with prefects, the challenges with student body, the challenge concerning the work itself. So with prefects, it's a core issue on its own, but I'll just summarize. You know, if you look at the SRC organogram, we have the president, followed by the vice, then the core campaign before other SRC portfolios. What it means is, if you look at it carefully, or if you study the portfolios, I know you haven't done that, but if you study it carefully, all other portfolios are coordinators. It's only the core executive that we don't have any coordinator. So you could hear entertainment coordinator, sanitation coordinator, cafeteria coordinator. What it means is these people has to connect with us, that is the core executive and the CP, so that we direct them in a way. But the issue comes in when somebody thinks that we are all of the same level, we all bought forms. Yes. So somebody doesn't want to understand. People actually do not understand why they should subvert you. That is it. Meanwhile, that is how the job is. So as an organizer, you know this job is big enough. If you study, there are times I come to your room when it's getting to us. I tell your prefect, maybe you might not be saying, prefect, what is the time? But people are still around. What are you doing about it? You see, that job is actually supposed to be for chaplain. But if the chaplain doesn't do his work, it comes back to organizer. When the campus is dirty, sanitation coordinator, if he doesn't do his work, it comes back to organizer. Even food, when you don't get food, definitely it means I was not able to organize your food for you. Sure. So every aspect of the school we are here, meaning you need what we call it, the effect of the organizer in every aspect. And there are some prefects who think with that issue concerned, when we look at this issue I'm talking about, there are prefects who think because they all bought forms, right? They all bought forms, they all went for betting, they cannot subvert to that. And that is where the problem lies with prefects. So most of the times you want to do something Different thing is not supposed to be like that. I'm not supposed to come and see organizer, but the person will come back and hit them when the issue comes. Then they will call me, organizer, what happened? Then CP will actually call me. He will be called. He will also call me. Then CP, I have no idea. Such a person will come back again. So it's difficult. The issue with my challenge I face with the student body in general is that it's a natural challenge though. You can't please anybody. That is it. As human, you're supposed to know you can't please anybody. But being a prefect means you must please 70% or 80%. The majority, just please them, you are good to go. So it is difficult to make decisions for the students, but it is difficult. The organizer, this is how my organogram is. I have a planning committee I work with. So even without planning committee, we have each member coming from different halls. So we meet, then we plan. Sometimes you realize this person has different view, this has different view. But what do you do as organizer? What you do is try to form a consensus. Let them understand your view, and you are good to go.
Before you continue, I happened to witness the October television day, and I MC their their dinner, right? So I realized that monies that were collected were actually used to organize the dinner, right? So students paid some amount of money to purchase some forms. So does it mean that it was the same thing that was happening at that time, that when you pay your money to buy forms and other stuff, the money is being used to actually organize it? I don't know if you're getting to organize a party for the people in the auditorium, that the October events was cancelled, was declined by the administration.
Alright, close. So let me say this to you. What is the first reason why somebody will purchase a form for October? Is it because the person wants to have an aftermath party, or because the person wants to win something?
It's because the person has a goal. The person wants to win the ultimate prize, which could be a car or something.
So I hope, if I don't even go further, answer the question. So the goal is to get the person something. I always say, listen, you will be learning. You have your books, learning. Somebody is there modeling. When you are learning, when the first purpose of coming here is to actually get excellence in grades, right? But you are there modeling, you are there singing. My kwaba, I was there shit. You don't know. I was there ragging. You know some words song. You know how difficult it is, right? Because I will have to sit there and challenge. Look at the words. Where are Raga people give me funds? They are all there. Where I have to.
I'm sure you are doing the not again, and then see the people about those type of songs.
Yeah, those ones. You know, the gangster level.
Okay, imagine.
You have to go get all these things. At the end of the day, they tell you time. They give you certificates. We have people who have talent. They can perform. They have no idea about planning.
Sure.
You know that?
Yeah.
So if you are saying those people, because they partake in Aquaba and Face, the following year they are organizers.
How are they going to plan?
So I hope you get it. So that is what happened. Aside that, we had this issue about each and every year, they have two from each hall. It was only during our time we had one. People were like, oh, it's not supposed to be so. So that's why I was saying my challenge with student body is change. They don't accept change. But the aftermath of the change, they like it. You know why it happened that way? When you have two from each hall for Aquaba, you know what happened? I'm in the same hall with you. And then I need the vote you need. Of course. You know. So we are in the same hall, but we are not talking. Then the issue is about hall versus hall, not inter-hall. You get it? You get it? So what then do I do? Let's get 1-1-1 from each one. Yeah, you can. Come and see this. We won't do it. But at the end of the day, we still get, because I get the issue, because like 30, or not close to 30, I have the forms now. Close to 30 bought the forms. So the challenge is change. So as future leaders, which I believe some of you will come and occupy these offices, you should know that will come. But then, how do you persevere when it comes? That is the issue. You shouldn't come to an office of the SRC organizer. Then you take these people we have here, the previous ones, or me, by then I will be gone, right? Then you take my file. I did Aquawa the same, you will do same. I did face the same. No, you shouldn't be doing that. Yes. I got dynamite and no. Change, bring change. I like change. So if you look at our SRC, which didn't come when because of Corona, we have Putumanto. Putumanto, that was just like a Chalawati festival. It's its first of its kind that we are coming to do. And first, when you look at our program for SRC, that's when you will enjoy SHS. You have Black Night, you have Music Night, Gospel Night, High Life Night. Are you listening to the night? At the end of the day, when you combine all of them, it's music night. So there's nothing different. But during our time, I wanted to have comedy night, just comedy. There are people here who can do comedy. Of course, they don't have the chance.
You don't believe if I tell you I can really be a comedian?
You see, there are people here who can do comedy. There are people who can dance. There are people, but when you put them and you say talent exhibition, trust me, you are going to get artists. The dancers will be hidden. This will be hidden. But when you give them the chance, come and do this, you will see that. So that is what I believe. I believe entertainment-wise, entertainment has to be broadened. We have to have all these people. They are all entertainers. Even debaters are entertainers. Everybody. Either because of the name Baumia, or maybe because you are too black for someone. You say, maybe my name can be called, the person says, hi, this guy is very black. That is why he's giving me fans.
If you are black, they won't like me.
Yeah. So it's a whole, so with fans, it's a whole different issue. It can be positive, it can be negative. So that is, but somebody can also say, hey, this is about me. So you can realize he is knowing me for the first time. That is it.
Okay, also, I also want to ask, you guys promise your SRC body, your federal body, promise that a smooth administration. But the students are crying. I hear the cries of the students, probably in my dreams and my phones and everywhere. What is happening?
The key word they use was smooth administration. Smooth. Definitely, you guys expected discipline. That is why. You expected that events should come on.
Yes.
Yes. And we also prayed that we will pass through the right measures and make sure these things happen. We wanted the discipline. Trust me, before this election came on, most of the calls on the pine I was getting was from the Mohendra.
Because
yeah, they're telling me over now, there is no discipline in school. Our own colleagues, this, you understand? So normally, as any leader, normally this is what leaders do. Leaders try to rather make sure the people at the lower level subvert to authority without involving the level 20. So, but what do you see us do? To make sure that the rules that binds you level 100 are binding the level 200. Meaning the discipline you people came to us. People were asking we should make sure we have discipline. It's going on. Very soon we hope that the rest will come. We are leaders and we are humans as well. Put the leadership aside, look at the human figure. We are leaders, so we might step on toes in the process of our administrative actions. But as time goes on, we are going to pick up from where we stop. You know, trust me, my dear level 100 and 200. Let me focus on the level 100. You are saying crying right today, or maybe what is happening is not good. Something like maybe somebody goes against the rule and has to scrap. Mr. Kelly, I wasn't put it to you. I interviewed me, but I will interview you. You are coming back next semester as level 200. The level 100, let's say level 100, where a mufti. Mr. Kelly, are you going to overlook it?
Well, I was wearing mufti and then I'm no more wearing mufti because the rules have been erected. Therefore, when the rules get erected during that time, you probably stop wearing mufti.
Thank you, Mr. So indirectly, meaning everything that is done now, when you also come into level,
I'll do exactly the same thing.
When the level 100 comes in, you make sure they are disciplined. They are this, they are that. So that is easy. So bear with us. When we step on your toes also, hunters, we are humans. We will make sure we look at how to make it well, so that at the end of the day, we are going to see us, or when we are no more, we are going to remember us with good names.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable. To the general public, Honorable is saying that they'll step on toes to correct toes. So while they're trying to make things right, they'll surely step on other people's toes. Just make sure that you find a place in your heart and then forgive them and focus on the benefits that comes after the offense and the stepping of toes. Honorable, what advice do you have for the entire the student body of Mount Merit College of Education?
Okay. Montgomery College of Education, I don't think I have much for us, because all of us here, immediately you buy forms, you know you aren't coming from military to police, whatever. You know your aim of coming here, right? Even though we have varied aims, some are going to use this certificate for other higher things, right? Not just this. It is all part of the issue. But at the end of the day, our focus is one, to be successful. So let's focus. There are issues that are going to rise up. Let's focus on whatever we're doing and make sure, in as much as we will entertain ourselves, we are going to enjoy in a way. The focus should be there. Here, one thing that drives us away is the peer pressure.
Of course.
Peer pressure. So don't allow yourself to be pulled by your friend. If that should happen, it should happen when you were in SHS. Yeah, that was when your mind wasn't matured enough. But as it stands now, you know what it takes to make it in life. You are coming out as a teacher. So your focus should be there, and make sure you are free with everybody, to all of us.
So Honorable is saying don't get carried away by the pressure, don't get carried away by the pressure from other people. What you do is focus on yourself, and the choices you make here matters so much. Honorable, what should the general public be expecting from the SRC, the events? What do you have for us? What are the interesting things that are packed, probably in the pipeline coming?
Okay. Earlier on I said that we this administration, we asked for the price of land first before we build. So this is what we are going to do. There are things going on within the pipeline. This is a famous political statement. One thing that just went was the campus place. Yes. So it means we are trying to do a lot. But trust me, the system is not failing. But we are on our toes and knees as well. You know, with higher authorities, we negotiate. We don't go and blast them. No, we don't do that with higher authorities. Once we blast them, they will show you their power. So we negotiate. We are trying to negotiate. Very soon you'll be hearing one of these things we are trying to do. Projects will come as well. I know there are a lot of you. Last time we were talking and somebody was like, even SRC wasn't. To me, we should use some of the money for something else. Yes. When the person talks, and I wonder, I'm like, Charlie, this guy, you've said something. So those are the issues. We've left a legacy in our first year. And this second year of office, we are not going to disgrace ourselves. We are going to build on that.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Honorable is saying that to the entire student body, there's a lot in the pipeline. There are a lot of projects coming. Expect more, expect a lot. Because the SRC never disappoints. This is the basic government and they don't disappoint you. Expect more. And we are going to be meeting here next week at the same time. We are going to have one of the biggest and the most influential person you can ever think of here on this show. And I'm your host, Kris Kelly, and today it was Honorable Baumia. Honorable, thank you very much for coming, and I'll see you some other time.